And that's really the problem, is that we're like fish swimming in the ocean with liberalism. A fish doesn't know it's in water because water is just the state that it's in. It doesn't even know it. It's not aware of it day to day until it's taken out of the water. And the same is true of us with liberalism. Liberalism is so pervasive, and liberal attitudes about conduct and about how society should be governed and about authority is also so pervasive that we can't think outside of it. We don't know that we're in it until we see outside of it. And it's the same thing here. What is the rebuttal from a conservative that says, well, hey, listen, just don't go after the kids? And somebody says, well, I'm a consenting adult. Why can't I pay a doctor money to perform this surgery on me? What gives you the authority to say I can't? What's a conservative going to say? A Catholic is going to say, because God says so. And our job is to obey God. And the job of government is to facilitate people obeying God. So we're going to ban people from doing things that are going to harm their souls. Because there's not just sins against other people, you can also sin against yourself. There's also sins you can commit on your own. That's what a Catholic would say. That's what a Christian would say. What can a conservative say in this situation? What could an impotent loser conservative say in this situation other than just leave our kids out of it? And they might, they won't, but even if they did, it wouldn't matter. You still get the same society. What do we want? All our kids to become trans once they reach some arbitrary age of sexual maturity? Is that it? We don't want kids to learn about homosexuality until they're in 4th grade. We don't want kids to transition until they're 18 or 17 in some state, some jurisdiction. Who decides? Is that really what it's about? We want to create regulations on this?
What you just saw there was Nick Fuentes, and I have to say, he's actually kind of right. We are swimming in liberalism. I mean, that's what this nation is. It is a liberal nation, along with the French Revolution and the American Revolution. The 19th century changed the world. We got rid of the Holy Roman Empire. The Catholic Church lost its stronghold over all these countries, and theocracy became a thing of the past because the world followed suit. So Nick, I wonder if you know the Star-Spangled Banner and its roots. Because I would even go a step further, that we're not only swimming in liberalism, but if anything, if there's any god ruling America, it's Lucifer. The Star-Spangled Banner was originally a song known as the Anacreontic Song. Anacreus was a Greek pre-Socratic poet who wrote poetry about sex, love, Bacchus, Apollo, also Venus, who's known as Lucifer. And this song right here is exactly like this. The Anacreontic Society was a gentleman's club, popular in London in the 18th century. Many of the founding fathers were a part of this club as well. And the original lyrics of this song goes like this. To Anacreon in heaven, where he sat in full glee, a few sons of harmony sent a petition that the Inspirer and Patron would be when this answer arrived from the Jolly Old Grecian, voice fiddle and flute, no longer be mute. I'll lend you my name and inspire you to boot. And besides, I'll instruct you, like me, to entwine the myrtle of Venus and Bacchus's vine. Dionysus and Bacchus, the god of the frenzy, of drinking, of sex, and then Venus, the goddess who's known as Lucifer, also a fertility goddess of drugs and fertility. That is an ode to Lucifer. The next passage goes like this. The news through Olympus immediately flew when old Thunder pretended to give himself airs. If these mortals are suffered their scheme to pursue, the devil, a goddess, will stay above stairs. Hark, already they cry in transports of joy, away to the suns will fly, and there, with good fellows, will learn to entwine the myrtle of Venus and Bacchus's vine. The yellow-haired god, talking about Apollo, who's the light bringer, and his 9 fusty maids, from Helicon's banks will incontinent flee. Idalia will boast of Tantalus shades, and the biforked hill a mere desert will be. My thunder, no fear, aunt, shall soon do its errand. And damn, I'll swing the ringleaders, I warrant. I'll trim the young dogs for thus daring to twine the myrtle of Venus with Bacchus's vine. Apollo rose up and said, pry thee near quarrel, good king of the gods, with my votaries below. Your thunder is useless. Then showing his laurel, cried, sick evitable foeman, you know. Then over each head my laurels I'll spread, so my sons from your crackers no mischief shall dread, while snug in their club room they'll jovially twine the myrtle of Venus and Bacchus's vine. The myrtle of Venus and Bacchus's vine. First known version was published in 1778. The song gained popularity in London and in America. Francis Scott Key wrote Defense of Fort McHenry during the War of 1812 while detained on a British ship the night of September 13, 1814. As the British forces bombarded the American fort, Key specifically wrote the lyrics with this famous patriotic tune in mind, just as he had done with an earlier set of his lyrics, When the Warrior Returns, in which he had made a similar use the Star-Spangled Banner imagery in praise of Stephen Decatur. Later retitled the Star-Spangled Banner, Key's lyrics set Stafford's music became a well-known, recognized patriotic song and is now known as the United States national anthem. No Jesus, no Yahweh, no angels, no Michael, Bacchus, Venus, Lucifer, Apollo. That's what you get. Pagan, Luciferian gods in the original national anthem. So what is America? Is it a Christian nation? No. Is it a atheist nation? No. Is it a Luciferian nation? Yes. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, but seriously though, this is not a Christian country. It's far from it, and it arguably something way the opposite of that. Write in the comments what you think, if I left anything out, or if I'm being biased. You have just attained true gnosis.